car. We're going to go for a drive. If you're new here, where's the camera? There it is. If you're new here, hey, my name's Audrey. This is my second YouTube channel. I have another channel. It's all about crime. But honestly, I think I have more fun on this channel, which is why I'm hardly uploading at all on the other channel. Anyway, I'm glad you're here on this channel with me and my son Jonathan here. Jonathan's 22, special needs guy. It's been a little bit of a crazy morning. I got a text from my eyelash guy, so he had to reschedule for me for later this afternoon, which is fine. And I just finished making Jonathan's meals for the next few days. I make it in mass quantity and put them in the freezer to make my life a little less chaotic. Yeah, and he's got a bloody nose. I don't know if you can tell, but he doesn't understand how to breathe through his nose or something. Because like if you try and clean around his nose, like he holds his breath and then he's like gasping for air. I'm not sure what the issue there is, but he had a lot of stuff in his nose and I needed to wipe it. So I wiped it, and that alone, that in itself caused him to have a bloody nose. And it was right before I was going to feed him. I can't feed him if there's stuff coming. It's been chaotic this morning. If you like this content, please hit the subscribe button. We're just friends hanging out. Let's go ahead and open the garage door and get out of here. The weather's been weird. It's been like, yesterday was like almost 90, but then it's like 60 degrees here and there. It's just strange. I'm just wearing my muumuu. I don't care. All right, Joan. So there we go. I went to the thrift shop yesterday. No, 2 days ago. By myself. Chase watched Johnny. So I got a few things I wanted to show you. I'll show you those when we get back. Otherwise, let's hit the road. I live right on the edge of town, so we pretty much live out in the country, which is fine. I like it. We get to see horses, lots of goats, lambs. Who's that in the window? Is that Marshmallow? I have 4 kitty cats. Oh, look at that blue jay. He's trying to kill the crow. Did you see that? I was just talking about crows. I was saying, you know, we have pigeons. Everyone has pigeons on their roof here. It's really awful. I would much rather deal with crows, even though they're noisy and they complain. They're still better than those pigeons hanging around. But over here, the last few days, I've been seeing a crow, and there's the crow right there. And there's the blue jay up on top of that house. He's dive bombing the crow. There he is. Blue jays are funny too. They're awful, but they're funny. They're a little aggressive. Not so much towards people, just in general. There used to be a crow. Well, there was like 3 crows, a crow family at school where I worked, right near the entrance of the school. And so every morning, like clockwork, the crows are like, here she comes, watch out, someone's coming. Like they just start having this conversation. I swear it was the funniest thing. And I could tell some of the birds were like arguing with each other. It's like, that's probably the wife, that one, and that one's probably the husband, and he's probably doing something stupid that he's not supposed to be doing, and that's why he's getting told off. So that was just my guess. It's really bad smoggy today. I don't know why. It's awful. It's been like this the last 2 days. Just the sky is brown. Okay, I'm going. You stay there. All right, now we're out in the country. It's just that quick. There's the goaties, lots of goats. What are you guys watching on TV lately? We finished watching the Great American Baking Show, which takes place in England, out in the country, which is fabulous. Love that. So that one's done. We finished watching the Connors. Oh God, I'm thirsty. We finished watching the Connors. There's a new one we watched. Did we finish the season? I don't remember, but it's called Mobland. M-O-B, Mob Land. And it has the girl from Downton Abbey who married that old guy. I don't know her name. Anyway, she's in the show. She, I think, is the only person I know that I've seen in other shows. It's pretty good though. It's about mobs, the mob families. Go ahead, lady. So we watched Mobland, and then my husband's so excited. He's like, there's new episodes of King of Tulsa. No, there's not. There's not. That's with Sylvester Stallone, that was pretty good. I mean, you know it's fake, right? You know it's just a show. It's not like it's believable, none of this stuff. This show, Tulsa King, is very, very violent, very gory, also mob related. So, oh God, oh no.
Incoming voice call from
Okay, I finally made it. Finally, yesterday is when I filmed that other part you just watched. So it's the next day. My lashes are done. Just fed Jonathan, so he's watching a movie for a few minutes. So let me show you what I got at the thrift store. I got a few things. Keep in mind, this was all 25% off, okay? So Senior Citizens Day is 25% off. If you are a veteran, go on Wednesdays. That's when you can get also 25 off. So let's start with these little pillows. Chase and I fight over pillows every night on the sofa. I like these like for behind my back and to kind of put, I don't know what my deal is. I like to be covered with pillows mostly. Chase likes pillows and a blanket on top of him when we sit down in the living room. I don't know what our problem is. These were $3 minus the 25%. So whatever that comes out to. I got two. So these do not have a zipper on them. I did examine them. I don't know if this is hand sewn or factory sewn, but it's sewn right here from here to here on the bottom. So I'm just gonna toss the whole thing in the washer and the dryer. I mean, they look clean. There's no stains or anything gross on them, but they're probably gross because skin cells are everywhere, and that's gross. So I'm gonna definitely wash them first. Okay. I don't know. There's a lot I don't know. I don't know why I love wood stuff, but I do. This has a price of $17.99, home decor. It looks like it's from Hobby Lobby. It is. Okay, so everything's always, what, half off at Hobby Lobby? So this was probably $9 originally. I don't know if those are flowers, tulips. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. This is a dark blue. I'm not sure what color it's coming across, but it's blue. It's pretty. So they had this marked for $8, so then I got it at $6. So not super cheap, but super cute, easy to hang up. I might put this in the little kitty cat living room. I'm making a living room for the cats. I know. That's what my life has come to, is stuff like that. If you like that mirror behind me, that was $8 at the same thrift shop. $8, and it's massive and it's heavy. I love it. Okay, I love this too. So I'll find a nice place for that. I do have 2 more wood items, but first, let me show you this little jewelry box. It was $2 and then minus the 25%. So what I'm gonna do, last time I went to visit my daughter, I took her, I think just a bag. I don't know if I had a plastic bag, but I took her my jewelry. I took her my childhood jewelry. So all of my little emerald rings I had that I bought like in high school. There was a little diamond chip ring that my parents gave me a long time ago. Stuff that doesn't fit me anymore. My daughter's tiny. She's short and she's tiny. So my stuff fits her. So anyway, I'm gonna fill this. I'm gonna go through my storage bins again, as I always do every few months. When I go to see her next time in hopefully August, I'm gonna fill this up with stuff for her and give it to her. I might also take her one of my grandma's blankets. My grandma's blankets. But we'll see. I don't know if I can part with them all, but maybe take her one. This item is so my daughter, and it is so me. I love this. This was the first thing I saw when I walked in the thrift shop. Okay. Spidery web, and spider. I have arachnophobia severely. It's awful, but I can handle this. I can handle toy stuff. I know some people can't even handle pretend. So this is from Ross. It was $10, so I paid $7.50 for it. I love it. I would have paid the $10. This is so cute. So this will be for Halloween. Maybe I'll put this out probably early, like September. And finally, this big heavy guy. This is heavy. This probably weighs more than my 2 cats put together. This is pretty heavy. It's a deep pedestal bowl, fruit bowl. I'm gonna use it as a fruit bowl. It's heavy. Look at the wood though. Isn't that pretty? I just love the personality. Wood has personality. Now there is a crack right there. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not doing anything crazy with it. It's just gonna sit on my counter. No one's gonna be tossing it back and forth or anything crazy. Look at that beautiful wood. And then this inlaid piece right here. It's real wood, it's very heavy. So I've already sanitized this, but I bought some cutting board oil. And I kind of want to do that right now. I need my glasses, hold on. All right, I'll just throw these green ones on. Okay, so I got this on Amazon, and it says to apply generously and do 2 coats. In some cases, 3 to 4 coats. Let stand for an hour, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let me hold it up so you can get a before shot of it. There we go. And then I'm gonna do the inside. So I'm just gonna pour it in. Oh, it's got a safety seal. Open the seal. Okay. Oh God, I'm itchy. Oh. Okay, try it again. I don't know how much this is gonna soak up. I'm just gonna use this paper towel. Pretty. just want to condition it. I don't know if I should do that outside. It is pretty. So there it is, before and then after. It's like matte finish, glossy finish. Look how pretty. Oh, I kind of want to do it on the outside. I'm gonna do it. I just feel like it's thirsty. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh my God, you guys, this is so pretty. So it says to give it a couple of coats. So I'll leave this and give it another coat later. And we'll see what she looks like. This part down here is a little rough. So it kind of tore up the paper towel a little bit. So use this. Wow. Okay. There we have it. Cool. All right. So I spent, I want to say $28, I believe is what I paid for everything. So for this, the wooden heart, the 2 pillows, the jewelry case, and this. Yeah, I mean, normally I wouldn't spend that much money on these things, but these happen to be nice. They're actually both actual wood, which is nice for a change. So anyway, all right. Are you guys ready to hear a little bit of my memoir? I've been typing away, chewed off my fingernails. I can type much faster and accurate without nails. All right, let's head into the bedroom and I'll read some to you. It's just a bowl. There's nothing to eat in there. Huh? Look, I found my other earring. I had one of them and I couldn't find the other one. I found it in the kitchen when I was making that last video showing you the stuff from the yard sale. It just popped up there in that green plant. It was like sitting in the green plant. I don't know what happened. By the way, that first video, the first part of this video today, the sound went completely off. I don't know what happened, but there were some orbs starting at, I think, 3 minutes 27 or something and onward. There were orbs in the car. Not sure if you caught those or not. It's not dust, okay? It's not dust, okay? I'm not stupid. So if you don't believe in orbs, I don't care, that's fine, but I'm telling you, those were orbs in my car. So that might have something to do with why my sound went out. This is the kind of stuff spirits do. They just do, I'm sorry. All right, let's get this over here. I'm gonna read you a few paragraphs. I'm getting the chills. Somebody's here. There's an energy coming in, so I'm not sure who this is. I'm going to turn on the hallway light. I don't like looking down a dark hallway. I should be called the scared psychic. I'm afraid of ghosts. All right, let me go back up here. All right, so I'm going to read you a few paragraphs. This chapter is called The Demons Among Us. The demons that live among us. All right, I got 1 cat, 2, 3. Why are you doing, okay. You going to lay down there? I don't know why you're crawling like that. Okay. All right. Cats are sensitive to energy. Here we go. Demons among us. You may be familiar with the saying, the truth will set you free. In my case, however, this truth led me on an emotional journey that deeply affected me. As I like to say, truth can be stranger than fiction. And that certainly applied here. My father, who is very religious, has always been someone I believed to be honest and trustworthy. I would have confidently wagered my life on his integrity. The idea that my dad could lie, seemingly unimaginable to me. When I had this pre-estrangement conversation with my dad, I really needed to get some stuff off my chest. I looked at him in the eyes and I told him how I feel about our family falling apart, and that I am not one to wait to say it to him at his funeral or on his deathbed. Because honestly, I deep down knew this was probably going to be the last time I would see him. My world changed forever during this conversation. One thing I pointed out to my dad is that he promised to reimburse me for the cost of the casita when and if I left. His response to me was, I lied. This was the first time in my life I had ever heard my dad say something like this. You lied? What about God and Jesus? I'll be forgiven, he says to me, not making eye contact. Forgiven? That's not the point. That's not how this is supposed to work. Lying is serious. I know, he sighed. Forgiveness doesn't negate the seriousness of lying, Dad. So you go back on your word for her because she doesn't want you to pay me back? It doesn't matter why. I'm not going to pay you back that money. Scary thing here is that I was ready to spend my life savings on remodeling the house. My mom and I discussed adding a second story and making major modifications to the house. I had an architect and engineer come out to the house and talk to us. She was there. She was going to take my life savings and then try and get rid of me. As it stands, she took $14,000 as well as taking my dad from me. She's a demon. You see, the demons that live among us aren't always the invisible type you may think of, like in a movie or fictional novel. They come in the form of all sorts of people in our lives, family, co-workers, people on social media. They have the dark energy within themselves. It presents many times as narcissism. Truth. Yeah, I'll stop it there. It's never been about the money. She took my dad. That's what she did. She's a demon. Demons truly and honestly, in my opinion, as a psychic medium, they're real. So does this mean she's possessed? No, she's not possessed. She knows exactly what she's doing. But you see, you have to have allowed this energy to be in your body. I think I mentioned this elsewhere in the book where I used to know someone, God, in my early 20s, and it was a group of people, and they were listening to like devil worshiping garbage music. And they're like, yeah, we know it's real. That's why we like it. We like to see the things that happen. What can it do? Let's see how powerful it is. And it's like, oh man, that is not even funny. That's that's crazy. That's just crazy. So you do have these people who will accept the invitation that the dark puts out. You have to let it in. And since being estranged from my family and learning about narcissism, I wish I knew this a hell of a long time ago. You know, I don't even know. I mean, it's so ridiculous for me to sit here and say, if I had things to do over again, well, if I could do things over, yeah, I wouldn't be in the situation that I am now. And for whatever reason, God or the universe, the powers, the divine powers, needed me to go through all this crap that I've gone through in my life from a young age up until, now. And I'm sure it's not over because my life isn't over. So some people like me, there's a bunch of us out there, are constantly challenged. And I'm not writing this book to say, look at me, I'm damaged. Look at me, I'm the only one that has gone through garbage like this. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm writing it to let you know you're not alone. And I know a lot of you have gone through worse, way worse stuff than I've gone through. I know that for a fact. So I don't want you to think I'm minimizing your experiences. I want you to know and understand, I got you. You're not alone. That's the whole purpose of the book. I want you to see what I've gone through so we can make a connection. So you can make that connection also in your mind, knowing you're not being picked on or bullied by the universe, but we're together. We have to do this life together. That's the biggest tool. That's the biggest tip I can give you as a psychic is, I guess, community. It doesn't mean we have a once a month group, meeting at our house or something, dredging on about it and feeling sorry. I don't feel sorry for myself at all. I may cry about this garbage. That's my emotional side. This is my reality. And I don't run around a victim. I'm nobody's victim. I am nobody's victim at all. They are their own victims themselves. Don't put me in that slot. I am not a victim. So that's this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed spending a few minutes with me. I had fun at the thrift shop. There's a bookshelf thing I want. It was only $65. I should have got it when I was there because I was alone. I'm sure it would have fit just fine in the minivan with the seats down and all that. So I'm going to see if it's still there when I go back, then it was meant to be. Otherwise, I hope someone else is enjoying it. So you guys have a super great week. Thanks for hanging out with me. Please hit that subscribe button. Pretty please. And I'll see you soon. Don't forget about the other channel. Don't forget about my book I have for sale. I gave a copy to my eyelash guy the other day. He was moved by it and he put it up on his social media and stuff, which I appreciate that so much. So thank you guys. Thanks for being my friends. I'll see you real soon. Bye.